Have you ever caught your cat doing something that felt oddly familiar? Almost as if they were quietly copying you without even thinking about it. Most people assume cats live in their own world, but the truth is that many of their strangest behaviors are not random at all. Today, you will discover 7 surprising ways cats secretly imitate their humans, and the science that explains why this silent mimicry happens. Each one of these behaviors reveals something deeper than habit or curiosity. Number 4 is one of the clearest signs your cat doesn't just trust you, but sees you as real family. Although cats rarely mimic other cats, they constantly absorb the behavior of the person they feel safest with. If your cat does even one of the signs you will hear today, it means your bond is far deeper and more emotionally synchronized than most people imagine. These subtle moments of imitation are not accidents. They are clues your cat leaves behind, showing how closely they observe you and how much of their daily life is shaped by your presence. These behaviors may look simple, but each one hides a piece of how your cat understands the world, the home you share, and the relationship you have built together. Once you notice these patterns, you begin to see your cat in an entirely new way, not as an independent creature ignoring you, but as a companion who watches, learns, and mirrors the human they trust most.
The first way your cat secretly imitates you is by copying your daily rhythm. It does not matter if you wake up early, follow the same morning steps, or repeat small habits throughout the day. Your cat watches all of it and slowly adjusts their own internal clock to match yours. This is not coincidence, and it is not polite behavior. It happens because living close to you creates a natural synchronization. When you open your eyes, they tend to wake shortly after. When you begin to slow down in the evening, they usually soften their pace too. This quiet alignment shows deep familiarity because your cat uses your routine as a guide for when it is safe to rest, when it is time to move, and how to organize their own day. On an emotional level, this imitation reveals that you have become their main source of stability. Your consistency reduces uncertainty and helps them feel grounded inside the home. When you notice this pattern, you can strengthen the bond even more by keeping predictable habits and creating everyday moments that help your cat feel secure and connected to you.
The second way your cat imitates you is by mirroring your tone and the energy you carry through the day. You may not notice it in the moment, but your cat studies the way you move, the rhythm of your footsteps, and even the rise and fall of your voice. When you come home calm, your cat tends to soften, move slowly, and greet you in a quieter way. When you enter the room overwhelmed or tense, they often become alert, reserved, or unusually still. This shift is not random. It is a learned response shaped by watching your emotional patterns over time. Science shows that cats absorb human emotions in subtle but powerful ways, and they adapt their own behavior to match the emotional climate of the person they trust most. If your voice stays warm and steady, they approach with ease. If your tone tightens, they sense the change and adjust to avoid conflict or confusion. Emotionally, this is one of the clearest signs that your cat is connected to you on a deeper level than people give them credit for. They do not just react to your mood, they reflect it. Understanding this helps you strengthen the bond by offering a consistent emotional environment. When your energy is balanced, your cat feels safe enough to mirror that stability, creating a shared atmosphere that makes the home feel calm for both of you.
The third way your cat imitates you is by sitting exactly where you sit the moment you stand up. You may think they are simply taking advantage of a warm cushion, but there is a deeper pattern behind it. Your cat is drawn to the places that carry your scent because your scent represents safety, familiarity, and emotional comfort. When they slide into your chair or settle on the spot you just left on the couch, they are not only claiming warmth, they are copying your choice of space as a way to stay connected to you even when you step away. This behavior is a form of social imitation that cats rarely show toward other cats. They use your preferred places as a map, almost as if following your trail to understand what areas are important or comforting. On an emotional level, sitting where you sit means your presence has become a kind of anchor. They feel closest to you when they can remain inside a space that smells like you and carries your imprint. If you want to reinforce this trust, allow them access to the spots they choose after you move. Offer a blanket or a cushion that holds your scent, giving them a safe, reassuring space they can return to whenever they need comfort. Small gestures like these deepen the bond in quiet but meaningful ways.
The fourth way your cat imitates you is by adjusting their walking style to match yours. You may notice them weaving beside your legs, slowing down when you slow down, or choosing the same path through the house that you take every day. This is not just a convenient way to move around. Your cat is paying close attention to the pace of your steps and the direction of your movement, then shaping their own behavior around it. It is the feline version of walking together, a quiet form of synchronization that happens only when the bond is strong. Cats do not naturally match their stride to others, not even to other cats, unless they feel a deep sense of attachment. When they fall into step beside you, they are signaling that your presence guides their decisions. They read your movements as cues for safety, timing, and emotional connection. If you walk confidently, they tend to follow with ease. If you hesitate, they often pause as well, mirroring your rhythm without realizing how precisely they're doing it. The best way to support this behavior is to stay aware of your steps when your cat walks near you. Move steadily, avoid sudden stops, and give them space when they choose to follow your pace. This gentle adjustment on your part shows them that you recognize the trust they're offering, which strengthens the bond even more.
The fifth way your cat imitates you is by mirroring the exact moments you choose to relax. If you stretch out on the couch, settle into bed, or simply slow your movements after a long day, your cat often responds by easing into their own quiet position nearby. This is more than coincidence. Cats observe the atmosphere you create, and when you shift into a calmer state, they instinctively follow that rhythm. It becomes a shared pause, almost like both of you breathing at the same pace without speaking. This pattern is a form of emotional co-regulation. Your calm signals to your cat that the environment is safe, predictable, and free of threats, so they allow themselves to release tension as well. If you sit down to rest, they often curl beside you or find a soft place within your line of sight. If you take a slow moment during the day, they tend to mirror that decision because your emotional state sets the tone of the home. Understanding this helps you create a more peaceful environment for both of you. When your cat mirrors your rest, allow the moment to unfold naturally. Keep your movement steady and your tone gentle. These small habits reassure your cat that they can relax without worry, and the shared calm becomes one of the strongest foundations of the bond you're building.
The sixth way your cat imitates you is by copying the way you interact with other people and animals. Cats watch how you greet visitors, how you move around family members, and how you react to different personalities in the home. Over time, they begin to shape their own social responses based on your behavior. If you welcome someone warmly, your cat may approach with curiosity instead of hiding. If you remain distant or guarded, they often mirror that caution and hold back as well. This is more than simple observation. Your cat uses you as a reference point for understanding social situations. Since humans behave differently from cats, they rely on your reactions to decide what is safe, who is trustworthy, and how open they should be. Emotionally, this imitation shows that you have become their model for social rules inside the home. They follow your lead because your choices create stability and help them interpret unfamiliar interactions. You can reinforce this positive learning by maintaining calm, balanced behavior around new people. When you keep your tone steady and your movements relaxed, your cat picks up on that confidence and adapts to it. This creates smoother introductions, reduces anxiety, and strengthens the sense of teamwork between you and your cat when navigating social moments together.
The seventh way your cat imitates you is by copying the small, unusual habits you do without thinking. You might open a door a certain way, pause to look out the window each morning, tap an object on the table, or check the same spot as you walk by. Over time, your cat begins to repeat these little actions, not because they need to, but because they are studying the things that catch your attention. When they nudge a door you usually open, stare out the same window you always check, or investigate the objects you handle, they are quietly following your curiosity. This imitation is a mix of admiration and active observation. Your cat wants to understand what matters to you, and they explore those same things to feel closer to your world. Sometimes it is a sign of affection. Other times it shows they are seeking mental stimulation by engaging in the activities you highlight through your daily behavior. Either way, it reveals a level of involvement that goes far beyond simple copying. To support this natural curiosity, create safe opportunities for your cat to explore the spaces and objects you interact with. Offer controlled access to windows, provide items they can safely sniff or touch, and encourage gentle exploration. These small permissions allow your cat to share experiences with you, turning your quirky habits into moments of connection rather than confusion.
When you put all these behaviors together, a clear pattern starts to appear. Your cat is not just copying habits, moods, or routines at random. Each imitation is a quiet signal of trust, a way for them to stay connected to the person who shapes their sense of safety. Cats do not imitate strangers. They do not mimic people they feel unsure about. They only mirror the humans who have become part of their inner circle. This kind of imitation is one of the strongest signs that your cat sees you not just as a caretaker, but as family. Science supports this idea, showing that cats rely on familiar human behavior to navigate their environment, regulate their emotions, and decide when it is safe to relax or when they need to be alert. In the wild, imitation helps cats survive by syncing with trusted companions. In the home, it transforms into something softer, a gentle reflection of the bond you have built. When your cat copies your pace, your tone, your rest, or even your quirks, they are telling you in the most subtle way that your presence shapes their world. Once you start noticing these moments, you begin to understand that your cat is not distant at all. They are paying attention, learning from you, and building a life that aligns with yours in small, intimate ways. It is their silent way of saying they feel safe with you, they choose you, and they see you as part of their true family. Now that you have seen how many of your everyday actions quietly shape your cat's behavior, it becomes clear that these small moments of imitation are not coincidences. They are reminders of how closely your cat watches you and how deeply they trust the life you share. Every mirrored step, every copied habit, every quiet moment they choose to reflect says more about your bond than words ever could. If these insights helped you understand your cat in a new way, take a moment to support the channel. Leave a like so more people can discover this kind of content. Subscribe so you don't miss the next video, and share in the comments one habit your cat copies from you. Your experiences help the community grow and bring even more cat lovers together. Thank you for being here, and I will see you in the next video.